Whoa, you were fast, holy crap. Holy crap, how's it going, guys? Oh, it's a beautiful day out here. Very little wind. I'm gonna go down to the other end of the lake today. Ooh, sticky. It's like 73 degrees, it's hot. Looks like there's already a few boats down there. Oh, this is so nice. Super calm day. That's why I came out here. It's a little bit muggy, but it's super calm. Up the lead. The wind stopped, yep. I also ordered wind stoppers, like the mic guards. Those will be here on Friday. But we shouldn't need them today. Very nice day. Oh, man. Beautiful day. There's a storm rolling in. Peroxidic. Oh, I missed it. I wish there was a way to keep chat up on Streamlabs. Got a storm rolling in here. Oh, you said that. Take it. Empty. Enjoy. Yeah. Today's gonna be a good bass day. Got the nice calm water. Sunny. If you flip the boat, you'll donate $100. Really? Only after? Man, if I flipped, I'd probably lose over $100 worth of equipment because this lake is like 100 feet deep right here. Actually, right here it's probably like 50 feet, but still it's too deep to dive down and grab the stuff. Actually, if I lost my phone, that'd be $100 right there because I have to pay the insurance. If I lost my tackle box, that's like 60, 70 bucks. Hey, thanks for the follow. The luscious hair. I'm going for the Captain America haircut. Mickey's Radio. Lakes. Oh. Did you actually change your name? Did you make a new account? Is that your work account? There's 2 bass boats over here. I can't auth you my Mickey's TV at work? Oh, dang. Mickey's TV is not up to security clearance for Canada. Too much questionable content. There's some nice boats on the lake right now. This guy, as I was getting in, was putting in like this $100,000 speedboat. He's so dedicated, he made a new account. Yeah. I mean, Mickey's Radio is the future. TV is old school. It's all about podcasts now. I didn't know this, but radio actually reaches way more people than like anything else combined. radio reaches like up to, I think it's like 75% more people than like TV and internet combined as far as advertisement. Just because everyone rides in a car. These days it should be Mickey's app. iMickey's. Man, I want to get a pontoon. You guys are out here in a nice pontoon. How cool would that be? I could be grilling while I'm fishing. Be standing out on a pontoon grilling burgers. I love KJM Zen. Oh, I love you too. I can't wait to watch some Granty_TV fishing streams here soon on his new double dildo. You see his new boat? Banjo Briggs with a subscription.
That's bigger than
my media volume all the way down.
Wow. Look at that.
Hi, I'm gay.
You're gay? Ooh, 7 months in a row. Jesus Christ. Thanks, man. I can't believe it's been that long. That's insane. That is insane. 7 months. Man, that means... When did you do Alec? Was that like 8 months ago? God damn. Oh, there's 3 boats over here now. I was wondering if people just think I'm insane talking on my phone. Be like, yo, I'm behind you. What up, Penguin? He's old now. He's 30% of the way to 100. If he were a download, he'd still have a long way to go. Polarized glasses make it really hard to see chat. Maybe we'll grill burgers. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm gonna do that when I get home. I got these burgers from my grocery store that have jalapeno and cheese in them. They're so good. What you mean, homie? What does that mean? What do you mean? I can't believe it's this busy today. It's a nice day, but oh, we're almost there. Almost there. You're always together, and now you keep saying you're gay and you two dating. I think Granty and Banjo are dating on the side. I think Lene's getting cucked. Who knows? Only time will tell. I just hope Granty doesn't get pregnant. He's already got enough kids. He can't afford another. Oh. guy's just got a nice bass. Ooh. Dang, they got a 4 or 5 pound bass. There's some big ones in this lake. Lakes like this that get really deep have a really diverse ecosystem. Like muskies live at the bottom, and these reeds have some big bass. There's a big northern in here, walleye. I haven't caught a walleye out of here, but they're in here. I've seen people catch them. I'm gonna go right over here. Right in between these two guys. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How's it going? I'm gonna get my pliers out before I start casting. I got a scale now too. Alright, here we go, boys. Boys and girls. Not too bad, that's good. Where are you from? This is so nice just being able to sit here without being blown around. It's weird. I don't know if any of you were here a couple days ago. I was out here and it was like 20-mile-an-hour winds. That was the worst. This is a vast improvement. What you're doing is illegal? No, it's not. It's catch and release season for bass. Whew. Lake Elmo. Lake Tickle Me Elmo. I guess I'm not technically targeting bass right now. Whew. Like the thighs. Can't purposefully go out. Yeah, it's catch and release, man. You can. Bullshit. You got it screen capped. Hey, go for it, man. It's catch and release. I pulled up a bass in front of Sheriff like 3 days ago. Oh, damn it. Whew. Oh well, I guess I'll go to jail. Straight to prison. Braided line gets so annoying. How does that happen? Damn. They only care about people keeping fish, dude. Oh man, damn it. Oh no, I got a huge snag. Oh, this is a disaster. Fuck. I'm gonna have to cut this off, probably. Yep. Damn it. Well, that blows. I guess that'll fix my problem anyway. Shit. This is hard to do in a kayak. Whew. Alright, we good. Alright, let's see how this works. Yeah, that's much better. There's a weird kink in that. Sometimes braided line gets that stuff. It's so hard to reach at. Is there even fishing in Vegas? They had didn't they have an FLW tournament in Vegas? I think they did. There's like reservoir lakes. The next fish, she'll donate $100. Oh man, that'd be nice. Ooh, it's a lot shallower here than I thought. I guess the drop-off's over there. Oops. Oh, there's a guy wakeboarding back there. Oh, kiss the next fish. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little deeper. You can fish Lake Mead, but it's man-made and full of rock. That can be good sometimes. Oh, I'm getting poor connection. Yeah, dude, the Ned rig works really well. It's very nice. This dude kayaking. What's up, man? Hey, thanks for the follow. Whoa. Yeah, boy. Trying this side of the lake for the first time this year. Ebiakin moofs. What does that mean? What the heck? Let's try right on the tip of this reed bed. What? Like that language from Airplane that the black guys speak. Oh. It's weird being down this end of the lake. Find that remark a little offensive, but okay. I don't mean it to be offensive. What up, Titanium? Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's like 74 degrees. A little bit cloudy, but that's fine. People at the gun range, you can probably hear them. Yeah, it should be good. The water's clear, and I'm using what's called the Z-Man Ned rig. It's like a finesse presentation lure. It's worked really well on the other side of the lake. Catches everything in here. Northern love it, bass love it, crappie love it. So being in Minnesota, you big into fishing, ice fishing? Yeah, if you look at the picture on my profile is me ice fishing. Oh, calm down, buddy. Oh, you dummy. You hooked it right through the eyeball. Almost through the eyeball. There we go. Little guy. Watch a lot of YouTubers ice fishing. Oh, nice. Here we go. Goodbye, buddy. I got fish aids. Where there's little ones, there's big ones. Usually. Oh, man. Should have brought some Twisted Tea. This guy's just cruising along shirtless. This is great. That's what I need. Look at that guy. That's what I need right there. Although I don't mind the workout of paddling. It's not the worst, but ooh, had a hit. Feel like another little one. Respect the fish. Yeah, man. Actually, the other day at White Bear Lake, I caught a little bass and I had to kill him because I had to basically rip his esophagus out to get the hook out. I felt so bad. Doesn't matter how many times you do it. Like any deer you kill, like it doesn't feel, you don't feel good doing it, but I like what the Native Americans used to do when they kill an animal. They'd like thank the Great Spirit for its life. It's just part of life, though. You ever catch burbot? Wow, you know that? What do you mean? Oh, dang it. Oh. I love this bait because if you let it sit on the bottom, then you move it, sometimes fish will be watching it, and as soon as you move it, they'll hit it. So sometimes I like to let it just drop. It only usually works with bass, though. Bass or crappie. Northern just hit this thing like a freight train. Like if you get a northern on this, you know it. The native spiritual thing. I've always used a spinning reel. I mean, bait casters are fine. I don't know, I'm so used to a spinning reel, and I can be very precise with it. I've used it my whole life. Bait casters just don't feel right. Like I can cast just about as fast as anyone with a bait caster. Man, I should have come out later. It's so hard to see chat. At least right here. Not referring to the speed, just less effort. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a really light bait. It's just a Ned rig. It's like a 1/6 ounce jig head. And this worm is called, I think it's chartreuse. Basically, that's what it is. What I like about spinning reels is there's just so much like you can do with the line. It's so easy to play with it. Need that 1/2 ounce head. I don't think they have a 1/2 ounce. They have a 1/6, 1/5, 1/10. Hey, thanks for the follow. Cast farther, sink a little faster. You don't want it to just sink straight to the bottom. It's kind of that action of the like, it's called a finesse lure for a reason. You want it to kind of just bounce around, and if it's lighter, it bounces around easier. You don't want it to just plummet straight to the bottom. Oh. Come on, baby. A little hit right there. I don't want to keep catching these little bass though. I'm gonna go paddle a little bit out to this spot these guys just left. That's where I was trying to get to. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, you stick to spin rods most of the time. Wait, listen again. That's the one complaint everyone has when it comes to bait casters, or the rat's nest. But I never really had that issue. I don't know. It's hard to break a habit, you know what I mean? I've been using a spinning reel my entire life, and then I'd have to go back to being like intermediate for a while. No, I haven't. Parasitic has the best bait recommendations though. He like changed my life with that Ned rig suggestion last year. Next I'm gonna be using like SpaghettiOs. He goes out there with SpaghettiOs and catches trophy bass. This spot is perfect. And there's no wind. This is so amazing. Days like this are so rare here. Maybe like 1 or 2 days out of the week it'll be like this. Ooh, I have to put my hat on here. God damn, it's so bright. Fly fishing? Oh yeah, I love fly fishing. I wish I could do it more. There's not too many spots in Minnesota where you can fly fish. There's plenty of little creeks, but not near me. I'd have to go probably 2 hours away. So you just jig this around, give it a little jerk every once in a while. Ooh, that sun is baking me. You guys like my white kneecaps? I may be the whitest person alive. Look at that. It's like Neapolitan ice cream. You ever heard of Hartwell Lake in Minnesota? No. White really goes with the lime green. Yep. Bassmasters there. Huh. I was wondering how they pick those lakes for those tournaments. Is it just on average catches or what? Might have to put a new worm on here. This one might be a little spent. I can cast like probably a good 30, 40 yards with this. Not too bad. That water looks so inviting. I just want to jump in. Oh yeah, the bait's looking good. I can see it. Looks like it's having a good presentation. Let's go over here. I'm kind of drifting a bit. The other day was miserable though, 20-mile-an-hour winds. That's just no anchor either. Still gotta get an anchor. Oh, it feels nice when the sun goes behind the cloud. Those frogs. Nope, this is just the phone mic. This is just a phone with a wide-angle lens. The wide-angle lens adds a lot to the presentation. Without it, you just see pretty much this. So, kind of sucks. You can see way more. Alright, where am I going? Let's go over here. The past few days, the biggest bass I've caught on this lure, that they just hit immediately when the bait hit the water. It was very rare that it was, oh, here we go, it was pretty rare that it was, oh, he's off? Oh, wow, okay. Ran through the weeds. It was pretty rare that it took a few full casts. Must have been something small. Oh, here we go. See, that was right away. The second the bait hit the water. Oh no, it's off. Oh no, it's on, is it? Yeah, it's off. It jumped like 2 feet out of the water though. I think it was just a crappie. That was funny. This hook is just big enough to not get the super small panfish. Oh. Damn. Let's see, I'll turn around. I really gotta invest in an anchor. This would be a great spot to drop down. So this lake gets down to 100 feet deep on both ends of the lake, but this area that I'm in is like a 4 to 5 foot deep reed bed. Most of what I've caught down here have been big, big northern. The bass seem to like the other side of the lake, but I had a big bass on here once, but it got off. I'm sure they're here though. Oh, is this a snag? Yeah. Oof. I think. Yeah. Man. Sometimes I thought I've been getting turtle bites because sometimes they'll let go when you get close. This is something moving. Hi, Lamau. Yeah, I'm snagged on something. It's probably a lily pad, maybe. Or a snapping turtle. Oh yeah, it's a lily pad. I hate lily pads. They are the worst. Oh, Jesus. So good, yeah. That worked out well. This is the way I wanted to go anyway. I love those frogs. Frogs are so funny. In the wintertime, they just freeze. They let their bodies basically freeze. Their heart rate slows to almost totally stopped. And when they thaw out, it starts up again. Can you imagine doing that? Feels so good to be out here though. Oh. Had a hit, I think. No, maybe not. It's hard to tell sometimes with this lure. Oh yeah, I definitely had a hit. Pulled the worm back pretty hard. Must have been a panfish. This is such a nice day. Yeah, just a little bass so far. Had like 4 or 5 hits. Been out here for 40 minutes now. What am I caught on? Chat. That's what you call a hybrid tuna striper. Yeah, it's a white bass. That's like what it technically is. The striper is a larger saltwater version of that. And to my knowledge, I think they stocked them in Minnesota. I don't think they're native. Pretty sure they stocked them, but they're a cool fish. They're fun to catch. When they're hitting, they're really hitting. They they school up, and you'll just find a school of them. And like that day that when I was catching those, I was pulling in like almost every cast. You have stripers in Lake Hartwell. Yeah. They're a fun fish though. They fight really well. So I'm just curious, if you guys are right-handed, do you hold your rod with your right hand? Referring to fishing, of course. Stripers look almost the same as hybrid. Hybrids have those breaks in their lines, so. Yeah. That was a little hit from something. These have to be sunnies hitting this. You do with a spinner reel, yeah? Okay. Because being like I'm predominantly left-handed. I'm ambidextrous when it comes to some things. Like some things I play hockey right-handed, and but I pitch left-handed. Like I throw left-handed, I right left-handed. But so for me, it feels more natural to hold the rod with my right hand and reel with my left. You have striper here in landlocked freshwater? Really? Wonder if those are the same breed as the ones that Alec catches out in the Virginia, the Chesapeake Bay. Ooh. Something just hit pretty hard over there. Let's cast right over there.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Thanks for the host. Kiss little fish to respect them. Alright, what about big fish? Oh, there's a turtle right in front. Little painted turtle swam up right in front of me. He thought I was a log. That was so cute. I should let him crawl up here. Don't eat it raw. I'll try not to. Oh, come on. It's still there, buddy. Oh, damn it. So, I might put a new worm on, maybe. These are supposed to be 10 times stronger than normal worms, but remains to be seen. Which clip did you share, Parasitic? Holy crap, that's the loudest boat motor I've ever heard. Jeez. Sounds like a diesel. Oh, the striper. gonna get out of this weed bed. Getting a little too shallow. It's alright, you can post your exact home address and social security number in the chat. It's a safe place. Make sure to post your mother's maiden name and date of birth as well. Couldn't read all that. Oh, sure, the shoe belonged. She thought it was your leg again. As well, so I keep my location as secret as possible.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
You dumb man. How was your stream? Yeah, I've been out here for maybe a half hour fishing. Just got a little bass and a couple other hits. We're trying the other end of the lake today. Terrible, you're a PUBG player. So Friday I've got these wind blockers coming in. I'm so excited. I should be able to stream in moderately windy conditions. That's been what's holding me back from streaming the past few days. It's just been too windy. No worries, dude. I was just curious if you were close by me. Oh, it's a good braided line. Braided line brings with it many annoyances. Is it making you seasick? Got all these lake thoughts out here. That's my new favorite word. 2006 to 21,012. Wow, that's a long period. Man, your DNR must get a lot of tax funding in your state if they have a time machine. That's crazy. Oh. Definitely had a hit there. Let's go a little bit down this way. Stock since 1972. Oh, nice. I don't know why, but in a kayak, you feel so much more connected to nature. It's like, you know, you're almost sitting in the water. It's super quiet. I don't know. It's just nice. It doesn't feel like this when you're out on a boat. I need to go try out this gun range over here. There's a gun range like 500 yards to my right. I like watching all the fishing streams. There's definitely not enough fishing on Twitch. Well, you're saying you don't like watching people sit in front of their computers? What I like are the girls on the IRL category who just are, they have like a super pretty face and they're just on there and they almost just stare at the camera. It's so weird. 20 years. We fishing boys. What up, Phantom Zork? Good to see you. One bass so far. Were you guys here? I was ice fishing on this lake in January, and I drilled a hole and like this dead fish floated by. That was the creepiest thing ever. It was like in Lord of the Rings when they're going through the swamp, like the swamp of the dead. Just this big dead northern floats by. It was definitely dead too because it was upside down. I got it on stream, I'm pretty sure. How thick does the ice usually get? Last year here it got up to about 2 feet, 5 inches or so. I went out to Lake Minnetonka though, in the bay, and the ice there was like close to 3 feet. It was almost too thick for my hand auger. It took forever. This guy's boat sounds like a diesel engine. It's crazy. I don't know what he's got going on. Yeah, that's why it took so long for the ice to thaw out this year. We had ice on this lake until April 25th probably. If not later. May have been early May. I don't know when the ice out was here. Actually, you can check. I did a stream checking, it's on my VODs fairly recently, checking the lakes or whatever I titled it, but at that date the ice stayed for about another week. So whenever that stream was, a week later. Hey Rotax. How's it going? Oh, so I actually met a guy who watches the stream here at this lake yesterday. It was crazy. Dylan K. Actually, he was here putting his kayak in. I just happened to be here the same time he was. It's like, hey, are you Kevin? I'm like, yeah. It's like, I watch your streams. That blew my mind. He's got a nice kayak. He's got like a standing, he has like a big wide one you can stand up in. Definitely can't stand in this one. But this one weighs 35 pounds. Yeah, that was so cool. That blew my mind. It's funny because my parents were with me, so now they think I'm famous. You met Beck? Oh, nice. Yeah, Beck lives like 20 minutes away from me. We're gonna go fishing one of these days. I wonder if his kayak got damaged in the fire. He had a garage fire a couple weeks ago. Lost a lot of his camping gear, I think. I was wondering if his boats and stuff are okay. Yeah, I need to go kayaking with him. If we go, we're probably going to go to Hastings. There's a really cool spot. Hastings is the town where the St. Croix River meets the Mississippi River. And there's a really neat pool right before the St. Croix dumps into the Mississippi. And that's a really good place to fish. So we might go there. He fixed his car. The rear shocks were shot. Told him to head up north. Nice. Yeah, it's so cool to meet local people. It's a lot of fun. Oh, weed. This water feels really good, like, ooh, it's very inviting. I just want to flip the kayak. Get off there. One more cast in this spot, then we're going to move. Is it storming there? Power went out? Oh, storming. His power went out. Who said that? Oh, parasitic. Dang. What's going on? This and early morning are my two favorite times of the day. Like right now when the sun is just at the tip of the trees. And then early morning right before the sun comes up. Holy shit, you see that? What the hell is that? Something bit something. That's why I like the wide angle camera. You can see so much more. If I didn't have that on there, you wouldn't have been able to see that. Then I just sound like a crazy person. Damn. Well, let's go over to the other side. Topwater fishing good there? Yeah, that's what a lot of guys do. They'll do those topwater spinner baits or poppers or frogs. The reason I like this Ned rig is I can catch pretty much anything in here. Man, this is so cool. It's a lot less weedy over here. It's really sandy. I don't know if you guys can see the bottom at all, but really sandy. Should we go back in this little bay? I don't think I've ever gone back here. See how shallow it is. Oh wow. Huh. This is really cool. There's a little hidden bay back here. Not really hidden, but there's some deep water. Dang, I'm gonna try back here. This looks really interesting. This water is just glass though. This is so cool. So check this out. Let's turn around. It's just kind of a bay. Alright, let's try back here. This looks promising. This looks like a J.J. Abrams movie with the sunspots on the screen. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to start wearing pants. My legs are getting really burned. Those birds are beautiful. I'm still not used to hearing birds again after winter. It's so nice. Like, that's how you can always tell when it's getting warm, when the birds come back. One day they'll just show up. I'm not sure if a boat could get back here. Probably could. It definitely could right here. I don't know if that opening gets deep enough. Flip the fish jump. Nice. Oh, that was a little hit from something. I bet that it looked like a bass hitting something on the top. Where are you fishing? Lake Elmo, Minnesota. It's pretty deep here. Can't see the bottom. Let's see how deep it is. Okay, it's like 10 feet maybe, 15 feet. Thanks for the follow. Keep falling for my elaborate green screen. You have no idea how long it took to find all these bird sound MP3s. Yeah, just a little bass. I'm trying to find his grandpa. Oh. I keep getting these hits from little crappies or something. They're not getting the hook. Right now I'm back in a little bay. I don't know if the fishing is any good back here, but we'll see. Hey, thanks for the follow. Never had bad days when you're fishing? That's right. How could you not enjoy just being out here? Oh, feels good, man. You hear the chickadees and the crows, red-winged blackbirds. This looks like it'd be a really good bass spot. It's decently deep, lots of reeds. Pretty weedy. There's a beaver. This lake has a lot of beavers. There's 2 big beaver dams up in the middle. I love me some beaver. Yeah, for anyone new, if you like watching fishing on Twitch, there's a few guys who are friends of mine who also fish. There's Granty_TV. He just got a new boat and a new unlimited mobile plan, so he'll be streaming a lot, hopefully. And there's OK Dude TV. He catfishes primarily North Carolina. And we got Peroxidic, who was in chat, who might still be there. He's from Tennessee. He bass fishes and pan fishes. Big beaver, little beaver. And there's Alec Ludford, who you've probably heard of. But he fishes. Banjo Briggs fishes. ATV Andy 115. Yep. I'm gonna try going right out in the middle. This is one of those lakes where it can kind of slow down under increased pressure. And I don't think we're there yet, so hopefully it doesn't get fished too hard. Did I forget anyone? A couple other guys might start fishing soon. Oh. Come on. I might put a new worm on. I think this worm is a little bit stretched out. Sometimes when they get, after you've caught too many fish with them, they can, unless that was a weed. Yeah, it was a weed. Sometimes when the worm gets too stretched out, they'll bite it and it's not firm enough for them to get the hook. This, it's still looking okay. Everyone's a mod. Are they? I thought my only mods were... Is Peroxidic a mod? He mods everyone. It's nice to have a lot of mods. I got hosted by Anything for Views on Monday. And it's nice to have mods for when a lot of people come in. Did you mention something ice fishing? It's so hard to see chat, sorry. I had like 400 people in here from Anything for Views. That was insane. They broke my notifications. Am I at 1,400 followers yet? I should be close. I think I was at like 1,395 when I started. Look up in his chat, he unmods you and all that. How often do you go out fishing? Like 4 times a week, roughly? It takes me about 5 minutes to put the kayak on the car, and then 15 minutes to drive here, so 20 minutes to get here, and then 20 minutes back, so I have to budget, you know, almost an hour of travel time. And it's really 45 minutes at the most, but it's worth it. This is the best lake in my general proximity. There's a couple of other, there's actually one that's going to be opening up in June that I'm excited for, really close to me, and they're going to be stocking it apparently, so that one will be like 2 minutes away, so that'll be nice. I just hope it's not super busy, but I don't think it will be. I don't think anyone knows about it. It's been closed for 1.5 years for construction. So, alright, we're gonna leave this little bay. This has been a fun experiment. You should catch crabs. Well, I don't think I could do that here. And after being married for 6 years, I'm pretty sure my wife is clean, so. This lake is so close to the cities, but so quiet out there. Oh yeah. Hey Patch. Patch Ryan, how's it going? To the best of my knowledge, yes. Oh man, I should have brought some Twisted Tea. What are you doing, Patch? Isn't it, what time is it, 6:40? Oh, are you home now? Home from the office? What was that? Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of fish just underwater here. I'm gonna try right here. Home, just saying hi. Well, thanks for stopping by. Ugh. If any of you like hot dogs, make sure to check out Patch's stream. I'm pretty sure he has ketchup on his hot dogs though, which is gross. But he's still a cool guy. Hot dogs should have sauerkraut and mustard. That's all they need. Relish and ketchup. I think well, your suit is ketchup and mustard, right? Relish is okay. It depends on the relish. That Heinz relish is
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
good. Are you streaming? Hey, thanks for the host. Granty TV with his new boat and new mobile plan, everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing more of those streams. Granty got a new, it's like a little single pontoon boat Oh. And you got an American SIM card from T-Mobile to use for unlimited data because Canadian internet sucks. Oh. So he will be streaming more often. Raw onions and kraut. Sauerkraut is good, but mustard and onions. Yeah, mustard and onions is really close to mustard and sauerkraut. It's kind of similar. I don't know. I just love sauerkraut. There's this dude. Ooh. Oh, come on. Is it on? No, it's not. There's a dude from Austria in Minnesota called Gerhardt's Brats. I think his website is bratworks.com. He makes the best sauerkraut I've ever had. It's called Apfelkraut. It's little bits of apples mixed in. So good. Ooh, there's a turtle under me. Hey, buddy. He thinks I'm a log. He probably swam out here thinking I was a place to sunbathe. He's like, what the hell? Man, so many weeds. Yeah, I'm gonna put a new worm on. I think this one's discouraging catches at the moment. Apfelkraut sweet. Yeah, it's a little sweet. It's just sweet from the apples. With these lures, you kind of got to rip the worm off to the front so it doesn't.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Thanks for the host. Just gonna cut this off. There we go. Is it broken? It's a little bit broken, but it's okay. You're a doc sub. Thanks for the host. There's a lot of turtles around here. There's like turtles swarming me right now. They think I'm a log, and then once they get here, they're like, what the fuck? Whoa, 99 cheers. I got 99 bits and a fish ain't one. Alright, we're going to try the copper truce colored worm. You probably can't see that because the sun is glaring at this camera, but it's basically green and sparkly. This will show up a little bit better. Perfect, that's what you want right there. Just like that. Let's get back out. I keep disappointing these turtles. They think I'm like a 5-star log. And they get out here. Hey, thanks for the follow. Derp Nambo. Thanks, Patch. Appreciate it. You too. It's hard not to have a good evening today on a day like this. Derp Nambo. We'll get out of the sun here in a second. I don't think I've fished over on this side once, I think last year. I've heard if you are going to catch walleye in this lake, it's going to be on this side, so hopefully we will see. It's a lot sandier and shallower over here. Let's try right here. I just love having the low wind. think this is the first time I've tried the Copper Truce color. It is a lot brighter. It's the color of my shorts pretty much on the bottom side. Yeah, if I keep streaming like this, I'm going to end up using well over 150 gigs this month of data. I think I'm already at 72. We'll see. Or 75-ish, I think. I just love that this is possible. It's so cool. I'm gonna go a little bit more up this way. Yeah, the bait's looking good. If I was a bass, I would bite that in a heartbeat. Dude's pulling a water skier. Well, maybe I should have stayed up at my other side of the lake. Let's try right here. Thanks for all the follows, guys. I think we're probably over 1,400 now. It's pretty cool. 1,400 people. Well, that was definitely a hit. Come on, baby. Huh. Yep, he pulled the worm. Yeah, that's the first time I've come to this end of the lake this year. I've fished on the other end. I had pretty good success over there. This side's all new to me. Too shallow. That look pretty cool. It's like the second coming of Christ behind me right now. Let's try over here. If I don't get anything in 10 or 15 casts over here, we're going to go back to the other side. So was Grantee fishing, or was he just testing out his IRL setup today? Man, there's dead trees out here. It's weird. He was building his pontoon. Oh, okay. He said it was in his car, so it means, like, does he have to set it up and blow it up and all that? He's gonna have to. He said he was gonna deflate it every time he uses it, so that's gonna take a good bit of time, I think. He'll be live in the AM. Nice. Cool. Alright, let's try over here. This looks good. It's rare that I'm on this side of the lake. This is where the really big drop off is. Right here, I can see it. It just goes straight down. Gets, I think, up on this side. I think it's 110 feet deep. What the hell? There we go. But I'm right on the shelf. It's right where you want to be. This is probably a good northern spot. Also a good weed spot. It's easy to fish if you're a vegan. I don't know why I keep turning so the sun is right behind me. That's annoying. There we go. Maybe it's because I'm casting over in that direction. The fish jumped right next to my lure when it dropped. Oh. Weed? Yeah. Yeah, that must be why. The main road next to this lake is on this side running this way, so you actually hear traffic noise. It's weird, I don't usually hear that on this lake because I'm on the other side. Try going deeper. I'm gonna cast out in the drop off and let it sink. There are muskie in this lake. They say you can't keep anything less than 40 inches. Yeah, I just keep getting hung up on these weeds. I think this side of the lake would be a lot better for a spinner with a skirt. Or I can just go faster. I'll just try going faster. No, still hitting them. Yeah, I'm gonna paddle up here a little more. There's a spot up here where it's just sandy. There's no weeds. Let's try over there. It's nice with no wind. I get to actually move around the lake. Usually the thought of paddling across the lake is really annoying because of the high winds. Ooh, I don't know how long it would take me to get to the other side. That'd be one hell of a workout. That's a cool house, holy crap. Man. There's a bass boat up here. You ask them if they're catching anything. I always hate asking people if they're catching anything though. I hate when people ask me that. It's like, yeah, I'll just come to your spot. There's a dude on the shore. Let's try over here. Right now I'm in about 80 feet of water. It would really suck to drop your keys in this lake. You're not getting them back. Oh yeah, it's super weedless right here. It's also really deep. Big cats in here. There are catfish. I don't know if there's big ones. I mean, I'm sure there are a couple big ones. This lake's not known for cats though. I'm actually curious how you would do if you just drop some chicken liver. This is such a deep lake, it's like 100 feet deep in multiple points, that catfishing would be really difficult. You know, I'm guessing the big cats are pretty deep, so you have to really drop it down quite a bit. Fishing 100 feet deep is like, that's a whole different ball game. Lake Elmo. Lake Elmo. It's 100 feet deep on both ends, I think. I think the north end might be like 90 feet, but it's weird too because I've seen different signs. Like the sign here on the shore says that the north end is like 100 feet, and then the one I think on, god damn it, I'm tangled. I think the one online says it's like 90. What other species in there? Walleye, northern pike, muskie, hybrid muskie, crappie, panfish, so like sunny, bluegill, largemouth, smallmouth bass. I think there's rock bass in here. There are catfish. What did I miss? What's the big deal with muskie? They're really that cool of a game fish? Yeah, I mean they're huge for one thing. They're like northern pike, except they get quite a bit bigger. Hey, thanks for the follow. They get really big. I mean, they can get like the minimum keeping size on this lake is 40 inches, if that gives you any idea. Like a 40-inch fish is no joke when you're in a kayak like this, but being that it's such a deep lake, they're pretty deep down there, hard to find. The last muskie was a tiger. Aren't those considered a hybrid, or is that different? Because I've caught one muskie, like one actual muskie, I think my whole life, and then I've caught a few hybrids. Because like pike are more willing to bite than muskie are. They're more aggressive. It's weird because like they're such a similar looking species, but their behavior is pretty different. Like muskie bite mostly at night. People go out at night with these big lures, like 5-6 inch lures. Just some of them glow in the dark, or some people use rats, and they'll pull them up. It's hard to catch them during the daytime. You can though. There's actually a YouTube channel. This girl who fishes that I'm gonna probably be meeting up with here soon, called Natty Up North, and she caught a huge one. You should check out that video. But she was also in a kayak, so she like pulled up to someone's dock. Walleye aren't super aggressive either. They're not. No, they aren't very aggressive. They're a bit harder to catch. Walleye, they taste so good though. Yeah, muskie aren't super good to eat, but they're so fun to catch. How do you manage to stay with your wife so long? What's your best advice? I don't know, I mean, it's interesting. Our conflict resolution methods have changed drastically over the 6 years. It's just, you know, marriage is about choosing a person to go through your problems with. So if you think about it from that perspective, then it's a lot easier, I think. I think a lot of people get married assuming they're going to be like incredibly happy, and which, I mean, I'm happy from, you know, I'm not saying I'm not happy, but like people get married thinking they're going to be super happy and everything's going to be great. But like people come with a lot of problems and a lot of baggage. And like I don't like the term baggage, but people come with a lot of problems, you know. Like imagine how many problems you have, and like you can assume someone else has at least that many problems usually. So it's just about, it's kind of that willingness to work things out. That's what makes a good marriage. That till death do us part is, I think, taken a little, or not too seriously these days. Fish finder? No. I need a depth finder. I don't really care about a fish finder, but the depth finder would be really nice. Oh, this is a good depth right here. Actually, I can see the bottom. Yeah, one thing that Jordan Peterson says that I really like is like happiness comes from the working through and following through of like responsibilities and goals. Just ask how deep it was. It went away so quickly. Part of that sort of applies to marriage, I think, too. Part of like some of the best marriages have had a lot of problems, and they've worked through them. She might do it. How deep are you trying to fish? Right here is like probably 15-20 feet. I can see the bottom, but it's really clear. I can just barely see the bottom. So that means I'm probably just about in 20 feet of water. And it just goes straight down from here, down to 100 feet. This is the slowest day I've ever had on this lake. You get any good catches yet? Just a little bass so far. I'm about ready to go back to my other spot. What time is it? 7? Oh, it's only 7 o'clock? Nice. I got plenty of time. Yeah, I'm trying to get my wife to buy a kayak. She's never been into like fishing or water sports really, but well, she fished when she was a kid with her dad. Yeah, someone's cutting up logs up here. At this point, I'd go for even a little northern. Anything. I love it. People who can't, like, who don't know what I'm doing, just see me and they think I'm just talking to myself or talking to my fish finder. So many people think my phone is a fish finder. And I actually have my Twitch URL on the front of my kayak. Like, I've had people join the chat and say like I'm right behind you, but then they'll pull up next to me. But so many people don't get like what I'm doing. A lot of people think I'm recording for YouTube or like vlogging. On the opener, I got stopped by the game warden so he could check my license, and I told him I was live streaming, and he's like, "Oh, what is that, to like YouTube video?" It's like, "No, like I'm live on the internet, like there are people watching me right now." And he's like, "What?" And it changed his demeanor, and he got all professional after that. He didn't, I don't know, like he kind of didn't like being live streamed. All right, we're gonna paddle down to the other side a little bit. Yeah, the life vest. Yeah, I didn't have the proper, so they changed the law apparently. Now in all watercraft, it used to be if it was 10 feet or less, you didn't have to have a life jacket. Ooh, there's a loon right in front of me. Look at this. Oh, he just dove, damn it. I'm gonna go to front cam again. There was a loon right in front of me, like 15 feet away. He might show up again. There he is. Look at that guy. That's a big boy. That's so cool. There he goes. That's a big male loon. He's fishing. problem with cormorants? Huh. Yeah, I don't see many cormorants here. Not too many. Making pretty good speed. Is that Alex new emote? I love his the one of him as a little kid. That's my favorite, I think. Where he's like, yeah. That's the best. Oh man, what a beautiful day this is. Oh, I could go for a twisted tea. Man, that guy's got the nicest house. Holy shit. The hypers are amazing. Yeah. Hypers eat. I love the cowboy hat one too. Dang, these waves are like surfing. This is awesome. That guy's wake is pushing me. Feels America, man. Yeah, I've got my American flag hat too. I should probably be wearing. These shirts are awesome. They're like super comfortable. Like $4 or $5 at Old Navy. It's amazing. Looks like the sloth from Ice Age movies. Making good progress. We're like 75% of the way there. Might stop and rest and cast a little bit up here. I'll wear myself out. Oh, this is a great great thing to do on an off day between going to the gym. It's almost aerobic, almost more aerobic than anaerobic. I've been loving going to the gym now the past 3 months. It's like been changing my life. It feels so good. try right here in these reeds. Forward view. Alright, this is where I'm fishing. God damn it. Ugh. Right here. I'll point towards the shore. Whew, I'm heading right for those reeds for now. Yeah, you see that lettering on the kayak? That's my Twitch URL. So like I've had people find me on there. This would actually be cool if I caught a fish, you could see it jump. I really wish there was a way you could do dual camera on a phone. As of right now, I don't think any streaming solution supports that. I think that would be amazing. I would even, if you could have multiple cameras, I would do one that's like front, back, and maybe like underwater facing forward, like right on the bottom, middle, or like in the front of the kayak. How cool would that be? YouTube had a really cool thing for a while with 360 video, and then also camera selection. Like you could choose which camera you wanted to watch on a stream, and that would be like the ideal scenario. Like if you could just click a button in the Twitch player and it would filter from camera to camera instead of having them overlaid over each other. I think the ideal solution would be something like to give the viewer the ability to switch. But I'm sure that'll come. It's with how fast technology is advancing. I hope it comes. Yeah, wouldn't that be sweet? You could filter through like underwater camera, front cam, rear cam. The camera where you cast. Oh my goodness, that'd be so much work. Imagine having it like a wireless lure cam. I don't know if that's what you meant, but like having a wireless camera built into the lure. That'd be so cool. It's like those, on Shark Week, they put cameras on those fake seals that the sharks hit.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Thanks for the horse deer, buddy. Yeah, trolling cameras. Oh, that guy's grass he's mowing smells so good. That front cam is super high quality. That's the good camera on this phone. 12 megapixel. I have a Samsung Gear 360 camera, the Gen 2 version, and I could stream in 360 to YouTube, but I'd have to leave Twitch because I'm a Twitch affiliate, so I can't stream on both. So I could stream in 360 to YouTube, I just have to leave Twitch. And as cool as it would be, I don't know. Yeah, I have a 360 camera. I could put it on the front of the kayak, and you guys could just swivel it around and look anywhere you want to. And like, God, I wish Twitch allowed that. It only works with YouTube and I think YouTube and Ustream. I don't know, Google what you can use, but for sure YouTube. I'm gonna get past this guy mowing. It looks horrible. Yeah, I mean, it definitely wouldn't be as high of a quality, video quality, but I mean, it'd be really cool, I think. I don't know. It's a trade-off. If I could multi-stream, I don't know. Twitch is slow to do anything, but you like the platform? Yeah, me too. Twitch is more, it's all about community, so I already have a pretty good community on Twitch. YouTube just isn't the same. Oh, did you see that? Something big struck right there. Quality sucks. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Just look up any 360, see if anyone's streaming like right now. I'm gonna cast over there. See that big something hit? Sorry, I'll get you guys out of the sun in a second. There's a jet ski coming right for me. Jet skis are the worst. Like, I love riding them, but they suck to be on the lake with. Okay, that guy's stopping over there. I'm just gonna head back to my normal spot. I cut across. First 360 you saw was on Facebook. Yeah, I can stream to Facebook. That's what it is. It's YouTube and Facebook, I think. It just wouldn't be the same. I don't know. Like, Twitch just needs to somehow support 360 video. Can you imagine though, like the IRL things? Like, you know how if you're at like people who IRL stream parties and stuff, how they have to kind of hide their cameras or like hide what they see, or like change the view so people don't see certain things. If it was a 360 camera, you can't do that. So you just have to be very aware of where you're streaming. Like, if Alec was streamed in 360, he'd probably get banned like on a daily basis. Goodness. Plus, I imagine you use a lot of data as well. Not that that's really an issue, but here comes the jet skis. It's usually not this busy on a Tuesday. This kind of sucks. Oh, man. Oh, look at these rowing boats. They're super long and skinny. Where are the fish that jumped? I don't know. I don't think there are carp in this lake. I hope there isn't. They're very invasive. Man, I'm working up a sweat. Ooh, I didn't bring my water bottle either. I might just cut across. I think I'm gonna do that. That'll save me a lot of time. We're doing it. Going across. This will save me like 70% of the trip. But I cannot see chat at all. Holy balls. Yeah, I guess I can if I cover my eyes. I'm wasting precious daylight. I know why rowers are ripped. Ooh. I'm starting to feel it. Oh. Asian carp made it that far north? Yeah. Well, they're in the Mississippi. And they're in select lakes, but I mean, they're doing their best to keep them under control, but it's, you know, it's tough. They breed like rabbits and they eat other species. They feed off of other species' eggs and stuff. They're not good. They're in New York. Yeah. What is it with the Asian species of things, like the Asian beetle taking over? Asian carp are taking over. What is it about, like, things from that part of the world that just take over? Whew. They put in this brand new pier by the boat launch. It's pretty neat. Look at that. That's gonna be nice. I don't know if it's gonna stay there or if they're gonna move it, but you know, actually they're probably gonna move it down to where the other pier was. I doubt it'll stay there. Who knows? Ooh, the smell of boat engine, gasoline, exhaust. So good. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is where we're heading. See the reeds up to the, pretty much in front of the boat? That's where we're going. Manatees eat all the seagrass and the water turns brown. Huh. Weren't manatees on the endangered species list for a long time? Well, the farther you spread your hands on the paddle, it makes it a lot easier. This is my favorite time of day right now, like right as the sun is just over the trees. Endangered but not native. Oh, okay. Where are they native to? And how did a freaking manatee get where they are? It doesn't seem like a creature that would travel very far. Manatees aren't native to Florida? Like the Florida Everglades or wherever they're at? Oh, this looks perfect. This is looking real good. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Whew. The lake's not too busy. So you see those reeds right there? We're gonna head right to the point where those jet out. That's my normal spot. Boy, would it be cool to have one of these houses right here. These are some $1 million homes. Gotta be. Let's try right in here first. Whoop. We're gonna go right here. God, this is crazy just being able to sit here. Oh, it feels good. I would so love to just jump in. Hey, Sorta Human, how's it going? You live up by St. Cloud, don't you? Somewhat near, oh, Mankato, okay. Huh. No more Vikings training camp for you. I felt kind of bad for Mankato about that. Switching to Egan, it's like I drive past their facility every day. It's really nice, but it sucks for the town of Mankato. That was like a big thing. That was a big 2 weeks for them or whatever. How's this looking? It shows up pretty well. Alright, we gotta catch some fish. We've done too much paddling, not enough fishing. Do you believe the earth is flat? Well, I don't know. I was watching a stream from Australia this morning and it was daylight there, and then it got dark, so I don't know, could be. Man, these gnats don't give up. Have you seen Shook? How do you get them big guns? A lot of it is genetics, but I also work out. Like, for me, it's super easy to build muscle mass. It always has been. Like, I have friends who can work out twice as much as I do and don't see almost any result. And then you follow Shook? Oh yeah, are you talking about the real Shook or whatever his name is, the Australian dude? Or not Australian, he's in Australia. He's visiting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He seems like he's been enjoying fishing. Oh yeah, you're a mod there? I think I'm a mod there too, actually. I think everyone's a mod there. Whew. Alright, sunglasses back on. His auto mod policy is funny. Yeah, I must have just got tired of people asking for mod. Alright, we're gonna go a little bit forward here. I don't know about you guys, but I want to fish. This is the longest I think I've gone all year without catching a fish. Oh. Monday was great. Caught 7 or 8 fish that day. Got hosted by Anything for Views. Dang man, where you at? Lake Elmo. Lake Elmo. He went so far offshore he lost connection. I think when I saw him he was crabbing, I want to say. Chad Boggers. Oh shit, you're in St. Paul? Cool. I'm very close to you. I live in Cottage Grove, but this is the, like, Lake Elmo is kind of the best close lake for me. Yeah. I prefer to get out in the farther outside the cities. You learned a thing, never knew. Crabs use one hand squeeze and the other to claw it out. I guess that explains why they have one big claw and one small claw. You even go up north, Lake of the Woods, Vermilion? Yeah, I've been to those. I like to go up to Pine City a lot. The lakes up there are great for streaming because there's a lot of good cell coverage. But like Lake Pokegama and feeds through the Rum River, I think it's called, into Cross Lake. That's a real good spot to go. I highly recommend it. Thanks for the follow. But that's a great lake. You can catch all kinds of white bass, like largemouth. That's where I went for the opener this year with my dad. That was a lot of fun. My dad caught like a 5-6 pound catfish on a spoon. That's pretty cool. But I caught a nice bass, a couple nice northern, a lot of little, like small northern, tons of those. That lake has a great population. It's not overfished because it really can't be. It's too big for how many people fish it. You got a layover in Minnesota one time. That's all you got to enjoy. Well, MSP is a nice airport. It's my favorite airport. Super easy. Look at this water, it's just glass. Beautiful. Hell yeah, my dad's getting a little older and we can now pretty much just get done ice fishing the last few years. Think something entertaining doesn't have their tits out all the time. Like, I mean, I can pull my tits out if that's what you want. Stupid jet skiers. You don't get this stuff when you go to the northern lakes. Not usually. You think nipples are banned on Twitch now? Sucks for Alec. Hear those swans? Oh no, those are... Yeah, those are... What are those? Trumpeter swans? It's gotta be trumpeter swans. If you're swimming. Yeah, I imagine it's similar to their policy, like it can't be the focus of the stream. Because I know Amaranth got banned recently, didn't she, for something like that? I mean, her, like, oop, that's definitely a hit. Come on, baby. I don't want to say anything negative about another streamer, but a lot of streams like that seem to focus a lot on that sort of content. Here we go. No, no, no! Oh, damn it. Fuck. He was definitely on. Stupid braided line. This sounds so cool. It's like a breeding pair. This is night and day compared to the last 2 times I've been out here. Hey, thanks for following. Thanks for getting me over 1,400 followers. That's pretty cool, eh? 1,400 followers. It's actually absurd Twitch would allow that to happen on a gaming platform. Yeah, well, this fish? No, I think it's weed. Yeah. When they made IRL, they had to have known it would happen. I bet they never thought people would be fishing. I mean, you could say the same thing about fishing. Like, how could Twitch let this happen to a gaming platform? I don't know. I don't necessarily mind that, like... Here we go. Oh no! It's gotta be a weed. You seen it happen with social eating? Yeah. I mean, they've gotta know what they're doing. The fact that they don't ban these girls for a lot of these things shows that they're okay with it. Like, they're not blind. I'm sure if you look at Reddit for 10 minutes, you'll see people complaining. No, I don't use a leader, and I've lost a couple Ned rigs because of it, but I prefer to get the better action. Yeah, like, I've caught more northern than I've lost on this. It's not a big deal. Sometimes I'll put a spoon on with the leader. Like, if I catch 2 northern in a row, I'll put a spoon on. Man. Yeah, they're not liking this color of Ned rig, apparently. Super slow today. I would take even a little northern at this point. Ever tried live bait? Yeah. Been getting smoked by pike lately. Well, with this, the hook is usually, it's big enough that they don't usually get up to the line, but if they do, I've lost a couple from cutting it, but it's part of the game. If I had a leader on there, it would really mess with the action of this lure quite a bit. It's a finesse lure, you really got to be able to jig it. There are micro leaders which I want to get, but I think that it's like those little 5-pound test leaders. That'd probably be fine. Alright, we're just hitting weeds. I'm going to go down a bit. Yeah, if you guys look at my recent clips, I caught some really nice bass in this exact spot in the last few days. is a weird day. Alligators a problem for you? No, they'd be some unhappy alligators if they were here. This was some cold water. The first time I ever came to this lake, I fished right here. It was so good. Gotta live in Florida. Oh god. God, I can't imagine. Ooh, something big just jumped out in the middle there. I can't imagine, like, if I was just one bass so far. It's been a slow day. If I was out in Florida, it'd be so weird. Like on this kayak, you'd be really exposed. Like I'm basically sitting in the water. Pike will bite your pecker off. Yeah, they sure want to. What the fuck? Oh, my rod's up here. I was like, what the hell happened to my rod? Oh, I thought I lost my rod in the water for a second. Hey, Alfonzi, what's up? Well, this is nice. I can actually see chat. Just a normal IRL stream sitting in front of our computer. Looking pretty. What do you do if you land a monster? I have a net, but otherwise I would just go to shore. I've wondered what I would do. Like, there are 50, 60 inch, muskie in here. If I were to, by some chance, hook one, I'd just go to shore, I think. Yeah. I wouldn't want to pull it in the kayak. That could flip me. Something that big. Even a 35 inch, 40 inch northern would be a little unnerving. Like, they're super strong. But I've got the net, so I would just net it and go to shore. Thanks for the follow, Alfonso. Using a backpack to stream? No, it's a phone. Just a phone. Oh yeah, it's actually a laptop on the front of my kayak with a 2,000 foot Ethernet cable. I just asked one of these nice people if I could plug into their internet. Yeah, it's a full desktop computer. Weighs me down a little bit in the front, but hello from Sweden. What's up? I just realized I don't think I know a single word in Swedish. Use a NASA supercomputer. Damn, another big... I keep seeing these big strikes out in the middle of the lake. It's like those two we saw earlier. Huh. Well... the presentation of this bait looks pretty good. Nothing has really changed from the past 2 days. That's just how it goes sometimes. It's weird. What the hell? It's Jason. You love to fish? Oh yeah, Skull. I have an external battery, but I could stream for probably, I don't know, 4.5 hours on my phone. Yeah, Andy Milanakis has a crazy setup. He uses the Gunrunner backpack. Where are you from? I'm from Minnesota. Yeah, he has like a modem with connections to all 4 of the major cell phone carriers. I think you can just look up Gunrun. I think it's like gunrun.com or gunrun.io or something like that. That's such a complicated option though. For what he's doing, it makes sense because like if you're going to different countries and stuff, different companies use different wireless bands, so it kind of helps to be able to have all 4. But for what I'm doing, T-Mobile is more than good. Hey, thanks for the follow. I just use T-Mobile with the unlimited plan. Yeah, they're at least $600 because you have to get a modem. That's, I think the modem's $250. What else? There's something else I can't remember. I have to look. It's basically 3 pieces. Three big pieces. See that, man? How much? Yeah, I don't think you saw that. Damn. I kind of want to try a spoon. Go deep with a spoon. Really curious what those big splashes are. Yeah, it's been a super slow day. 1 bass. This is crazy. The last 2 times I've come out here, I've caught at least a 5-pound bass and a couple other, at least 4 other smaller fish. But hey, thanks for the follow. He has all the wires running to his devices. Is that morning with you? No, it's evening. Aliens, maybe. Sun just went down over the trees. Captain Lee, thanks for the follow. Hey, Corrupt Reality, thanks for the follow. Huh. Let's move over here a bit. Yeah, the sun just went down over the trees. What a beautiful evening though, there's no wind. This is awesome. There's another kayak fisherman over here. I'm just happy to bring some content to Twitch that's not sitting in front of a computer. During the winter I streamed some games, but that got so boring. I don't know how anyone does that consistently. It's 7:56 p.m. right now. Oh yeah, it's basically 8 p.m. This has been the best spot for me this whole year. Yeah, Ninja streams Fortnite 12 hours a day. He's also making, like, I think he's making $100 million a month or something. Been streaming forever. Doesn't he make like a ridiculous amount of money a month? He has like 200,000 subs or something like that. $500,000. Yeah, just a little bass so far. It's been a really slow day. It sucks because it's a beautiful day. The fish bite a lot more when it's bad weather, it seems like. What is that? Are those geese? Something's going on in the reeds back there. I think those geese are mating. Should we go see? Damn. There's another big splash. I'm gonna switch to front cam. We'll go see what these geese are doing. Nobody knows what he makes. Yeah, he's making millions of dollars a month, most likely. $2,690 hours on PUBG. Jeez. I thought you were at 3,000 already. They were right pretty close to the edge here. They might take off. What's this? See that? Something's moving in there. The beaver. Something just moved in there. I think it's a beaver. Oh, we're stuck. We stuck. Oh, damn it. PUBG is an odd place now with the recent update. PUBG's always been in an odd place. Alright, let's go this way. Do you really? I mean, I would hope you enjoy it after 2,000 some odd hours. Ooh, look at this white swan back here, white heron. Go check him out. I'm in Lake Elmo at the moment. Ooh. What the hell is that? See that swan? There's a heron. Sounds like a 22. Probably ninja. I mean, individually, definitely ninja. %. We had nothing but clouds and storms. We'll probably get that tomorrow. It's supposed to rain here, I think, all day tomorrow. This is really shallow. Oh, you ever have a gnat fly in your eye? It's the worst. Ah. Man, this is a beautiful evening. It smells so good. Alright, we're gonna try right over here. Do you like ice hockey? Yeah, I do. I'm a Minnesota Wild fan. I think Nino Niederreiter is probably my favorite player. It's pretty cool. Oh, man. Ow. I hate having a bug in my eye. There's just another kayak dude fishing right here. Wild fan, last must be tough. 4 straight first round exits. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be worse. There are teams that don't make it to the playoffs almost ever, so it's like being in purgatory though. It's like you're almost there, but you're not quite there. Fortnite makes $130 million a month in revenue. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Goddamn. Yeah, the Vikings. I've got hope for the future. Kirk Cousins is looking like he's gonna be probably the best thing to happen since sliced bread. Who's your favorite player on what? The Wild? Nino Niederreiter on the Vikings. Well, it was Teddy for a long time, but I don't think. Oh, damn! I don't think Teddy's going to be in contention for MVP anytime soon. A little deeper. Adrian Peterson was real good. Yeah, he was never, I don't know, he was never quite, he had some good seasons, but that's like how it is with Minnesota sports teams. They'll have someone who's really good and then the rest of the team just blows. That's how it goes. Jet ski motor and jet upgrade on the kayak. This thing would probably collapse. Your Chiefs are rebuilding. Yeah. Oh, here's something. What do we got? Feels like a northern darting around. Yeah, gotta be a northern. I think Las Vegas is gonna win. I think it'd be cool. Oh, it's a bass. Wow, nice. Hey, buddy. Oh, look at this dude. I think it'd be cool if Vegas won, just because obviously inaugural season, so that'd be a cool story. But look at this guy, a little half pounder. Maybe 1 pound, 1.5 pound. But this is what we're going for, just bigger. Nebraska would be excited about that fish. Oh, he's a baby. He's a wee bobby. He's basically what we're going for, to a degree. That or northern. But he'll grow up to be a big boy someday. There he goes. New team in Vegas wins the cup. They're rigged. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I didn't think about it that way. Now that you say that, it does sound a little suspicious, but I don't know. It's actually funny. I think it's pretty evident they're a good team, though. Like, Vancouver was pretty good. That's who they beat, right? Yeah, Vancouver. Gambling just got legalized. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. You're probably right. It does sound fishy. Your buddy put $250 on Vegas to win it all when the Pats were playing the Falcons. He'll win $675. Nice. He should have put $250. Damn. Oh. Got hit right away. Don't follow hockey at all. I don't know who's good or not. I don't follow it too closely. I sort of just follow it during the playoffs. I really think well, for one thing, there's a lot of sports to follow if you're going to follow sports, but the playoff hockey is fun to watch. Ovechkin needs his cup. What do you think about Jonas Brodin? I don't know. It's sort of like playoff baseball, you know, like, although, I don't know, I do like watching baseball during the regular season, but playoff baseball is so much fun to watch. NFL is kind of the exclusion, like, NFL is always fun. Hey, thanks for the juice.
How's the stream?
Stream's good. How are you? 2 little bass so far. Oh. Nothing huge yet. It's been a slow day. I've spent too much time paddling, I think, today. Even for Browns fans? Eh, maybe. I mean, whoa. Something big hit back there. I don't think anything's fun if you're a Browns fan. Isn't being a Browns fan considered self-harm on Twitch, TOS? I feel like it's gotta be. Glad that anything mentioned you enjoy the stream a lot. Oh, thanks, man. I enjoy fishing and I enjoy streaming. College sports. College sports I've never really gotten into just because how fast things change. You know, every year you've got the senior class outgoing and the freshman class incoming, and it's just, I don't know. Never been a fan. Oop. Oh, it's a snag. Yeah. Lily pad snag. Even when I was in college, I didn't really like, I didn't follow the sports too much. Stupid lily pad. It's always funny how air bubbles come up out of the bottom when you disturb these lily pads. There's so much oxygen under there just naturally from the plants. You bet on college hoops pretty successfully. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to get this. Stupid lily pad. Damn it. Just dipped my reel in the water. That's not good. Oh, okay, just the end. Two bass so far. What the fuck? Oh, this stupid shit. God, that's annoying. It's nice just listening to these birds. Oh. I gotta cast really far. Fix this. There we go. It's amazing how fanatical people get about college sports, though. Oh. Like there are people I know who cheer for the teams like they went to, like Scurvy Dan, if he's here, he cheers for Alabama. Pretty hardcore. I guess I get it. It's a lot about, I don't know, state identity and stuff, but what do you guys have in Europe that's equivalent to that? Do you have anything like that? Like, is there like an NCAA Europe equivalent? How did that happen? God damn. I'm like really close to switching off of braided line. I feel like the advantages of slightly more durability aren't quite worth the troubles. Go back behind me and cast into those reeds. I had really good success one night just casting into that channel. There's a boat dock channel through these reeds, and they kind of dug it out a little bit. Bass just love it back there. Man, I hate it when you hit a weed right away. You're gonna get a bass next to those reeds for sure, hopefully. I just got that little one. It's kind of like a minefield of lily pads, which is good. Hey, Big Chicken, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm not weedless, but I get weeds probably 45% of the time. Like that was weedless. If I'm careful, like if I cast in the good spots, and I can see the pads, like I can see to avoid them. I'm just kind of dancing around them. Yeah, the Texas rig. I should try that. I haven't used a Texas rig in a long time. What I love about fishing in the shallow reed bed is like when they hit, oh, there's a freaking lily pad. When they hit, they usually hit right away. Big old chicken. Yeah, in my experience, I actually have a lot of weedless Ned rig hooks on me, but the weedless Ned rig hooks often are fishless as well. It's a lot harder to set. Let the worm land on the reeds. Well, this isn't even stuck in, oh yeah, it's stuck right on the pad. Come here. Come here. Ugh. Oh, freaking A, look at these things. Just dig right in there. I'm stuck on now. Jesus. Stuck on everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go out into some deeper water. You should be able to rig nearly every hook weedless. Yeah, this Ned rig has some weedless variants of the hooks with little barbs in front of the hook, but this late in the day, I'm not going to switch. I'm just going to go out a little deeper. Yep, 2 bass so far. Super slow day though compared to the last 2 days I've been out here. And there's not really many people on the lake now. There's 2 boats, I think. 2 or 3. Look at that beautiful sunset back there. Very nice. I'm gonna fish off these docks, or under the docks. I actually caught a crappie for the first time here on this lake on Monday. That was cool. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want this to be a heavier jig. It sinks really fast as it is. I would not want to make it any heavier. If anything, I'd even go lighter, actually. Casting distance isn't really a big deal. Doesn't seem too buggy there. Yeah, there's gnats right now. A few gnats here and there. This is kind of the beautiful few weeks before the mosquitoes really come out. Usually by late May they're out, but April, early May is fine. Just get off our ice rink. Yeah, I was ice fishing on this lake during January, and it's just weird to think pretty weird. I think I'm going to start paddling back toward the boat landing area. Fish as I go. And do a few casts right over here. This is a good spot for northern. They like to hang out on this drop off. Mickey's TV is here. I missed Mickey's radio. He was a cool guy. Oh. You off work now? I guess you must be if you're on Mickey's TV. Mickey's radio is gone for the night. This is Mickey's radio signing off. Oh, it just smells like campfire. There's like a few people with campfires going. It smells so good. A couple more casts here and then we're going to go up the shore. It's going to be dark here in probably 25 minutes. It's probably already dark where Mickey's is. Ooh. Oh. Alright, let's go upshore a little bit. I'm gonna stop after this and get a big twisted tea. Sounds so good. I was looking at boats on Craigslist. I found this little aluminum boat. I think it's a 12 or 14 foot aluminum boat with a 10-horse motor, and the guy wants $250 for it. And it comes with a old but working trailer. For that price, like, I don't even care if the boat doesn't, or if the engine doesn't work. You can just get a trolling motor. But I'm gonna go look at it, I think. think I'd rather keep my workouts for the gym. I don't mind paddling, but it would definitely save time. Like, the biggest thing is time. Today I've spent probably half the time paddling. Yeah, I know. Like, at that price, if the boat doesn't have a hole in it, it's a pretty good deal. Oh, the weeds are really growing up here. Wow. I'm in like 20 feet of water, and the weeds are about 5-10 feet from the surface. It's a high-rise window guy kind of night. Does that mean you're drunk? Wouldn't that mean you're high? Oh. High-rise window guy. I always thought that was a funny double entendre. Yeah, the weed cover, man. I took for granted those 2 weeks when the weeds hadn't grown up yet. But I'll try right here. Just a few casts. Come on. That is a beautiful sunset. Turned out to be a lot nicer day than I thought it would be. This is like the perfect day for streaming. It hasn't been a good day for fishing. Well, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. One of these nights I'm going to come out here, I think, and musky fish. I'm going to troll. I'm going to hook up a big lure. I'm going to troll. If I get anything, I'm just going to take it to shore. It'd have to be at night or in the evening. Like right now would be a good time to start. Right now, and maybe for the next like 2 hours. Hey Noah, thanks for the follow. By the way, that was the dream team on PUBG. Yeah, I think full bongo might not be the best idea for PUBG, but it was fun. Huh. I'm starting to think it's the color of this lure. I don't know. This is by far the least amount of success I've had on this lure in the past week. All that's changed is the color of the lure. It went from dark brown to bright green. Ooh, that guy's got a fish over there. Dang. He got a nice bass, wow. Ooh. Oh, dang. Beat him up and take it. Should see if he wants to show the stream. I'll go paddle over there. Nice, man. What'd you get? Is that a bass? Nice. Pretty good. It's been a kind of a slow day today, seems like. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I actually went up to a lake, White Forest Lake, and it was just so windy. I'm fighting at the entire time.
It was like that here last, I think it was Sunday. I was out here and it was like 20-mile-an-hour winds. So this is great.
Yeah, I mean, my uncle lives here, so I always like fish here and things like that.
Nice.
But it's just, yeah, I don't know. We always like take our boat, like we haven't got it in yet. But yeah, I love fishing down on the south side.
Yeah.
The bass is just crazy.
For me, the best spot I've found, like, I fished here all last fall and a lot this spring, has been that right up there in that corner. There's those channels those channels that kind of chop through the reeds back to those docks.
Yeah.
That's been amazing.
Cool.
But yeah, it all depends. Like today's just been slow.
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
You too. There's 12-pound bass, yep. Whew. Is that way out of focus? There we go. Thanks for the follow. Butter knives, thanks for the follow. Oh man. Whew, I was hoping to just break 1400 today. We blew past that. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna try a little bit right here and then head back if it doesn't work out. I don't know if I caught a bass that weighed more than a pound. My biggest bass is probably 7.5, 8 pounds. I used to catch big ones all the time when I was a kid, but I never had a scale. Robbie, thanks for the follow. I caught the elusive vegan fish. Oh, Moist Choice, thanks for the follow. Don't let PETA know you're hooking vegan fish. Oh. Is this fish or weed? I think it's weed. Yep. Eden, thanks for the follow, Eden. What a weird bug, holy crap. The Moist Choice. I need to get some of those chatterbaits. Those are apparently really good. Z-Man also makes the chatterbait. Oh. What are you using? What line am I using? I think it's either 8 or 10 pound braided. I think it's either spider wire or the closest competitor to spider wire. Can't remember. I think, yeah, it's spider wire. I think it's a 10-pound spider. I'll check the box later. Can't even remember. I've got so many packs of line. I can't remember which one I had on. Man, these weeds. Digging it. Thanks for the follow. This is crazy. Let's go. Nuts how much things change in a week. Wonder how weedless weight Senko would do there. Probably pretty good. I think I'm just not going fast enough with this, letting it sink too much. Yeah, if I keep it going. Pike in Minnesota, oh yeah, I caught a bunch the other day. Do you fish for them? Some people do. I mean, they're fun to catch, they're not fun to eat. They got a lot of bones. Oh. Damn. Yeah, I'm just nailing these weeds. This is crazy. I'm gonna go deeper. It was so nice that week when these weeds were dead. As soon as the ice went off. Smoked Northern's really good. Northern tastes pretty good, it's just so bony. Pretty much any predator fish, like walleye are, you know, top of the food chain. Predators, Northern are top of the food chain. Anything like that is gonna taste really good. Alright, let's try right here. This spot's... Oh, I just saw 2 big bass down there. Holy crap. Damn. I just saw 2 bass swimming right next to each other. It's so rare to actually see them, it seems like. Watch me get one of those. Man, even there I hit weeds. Oh. See. Yeah, man. Next time I come out, I'm gonna put on the weedless version. Is your phone water? It's a Note 8. It's water resistant. I wouldn't use a phone that wasn't water resistant. That's for sure. Police plane? Are you willing to swim into the bottom of the lake to get it back? I mean, yeah. I'm in probably 8 feet of water. I would do that. Twitch staff. Oh man, they're just kamikazeing. Like, you're banned from life. Just drop a bomb on me. Time is it? It's already 8:30. Damn. Been out here for 3 hours and 17 minutes. This is like the golden hour though, this is the time. Oh, this is snagged. Yep. What am I snagged on? Checking out the green shorts. I snagged on the freaking boat launch. I see bass just swimming around. That's so cool. What the hell am I snagged on here, boy? There we go. Weird. Must have been the concrete. There's an old boat launch right here that goes all the way down through these reeds. I'm about to try a frog. I'm probably gonna head in though here pretty soon. It's gonna be dark very soon. And yeah, this thing's just snagging everything in existence. I'm gonna head down by the boat launch. See, when you're at your computer streaming IRL, you can get up, you can go to the bathroom, you can get a drink. When you're out here, you can't do any of that. You're stuck. I know, this water is glass, it's beautiful. Casting a fluke. It's beautiful. I wish I could just bottle this weather. Did you ever flip? No. It's a lot harder to flip than you think, probably. Because I'm sitting so far down, like my butt's basically... Man, yeah, my butt's underwater. Yeah, it's those PC streamers, man, they're just the worst. You get those guys who have beautiful lakes with mountains behind them. They could be out walking around and they're just sitting there. You transport? Top of my car. Super easy. I'm just getting high res. Your stream's awesome. I love your the show. That's pretty good. Although I would, if I were you, definitely give no reception. Yeah. You gotta get T-Mobile. I have a car top carrier, and then it's called a J mount. It's like 2 J mounts, so it's like they sit like this. You just put it in sideways and strap it down. What do you do with the fish? Oh, well, the bass season opens up July 12th, so right now it's catch and release, but I wouldn't probably eat much anything out of this lake anyway. I don't know. I don't trust the pollution levels of these city lakes close to the cities. It all depends. I'm gonna try right here. But man, the temperature is just perfect. So nice. If any of you guys watched me last year, I consistently had this big northern on. We ended up calling it Walter. I would love to get Walter. What's your biggest catch ever in pounds? Ooh, it's gotta be probably the muskie. It's like a 43 inch muskie, I think, 44. What the hell? Hey, thanks for following, Risky. In pounds, that guy probably weighed, ooh, I don't know. I was like 13 when I caught him. I don't even remember. Had to be over 15 pounds. Golden Farms? No. I don't know. It's what my chat named him last year. I had this big northern on multiple times. And that was before I was using braided line and got him up to the boat and the line broke. And I didn't have a net either, which I now have a net, as you can see back there. You're like the polar opposite fishing stream from Alec, pretty nice and chill. My vision for a fishing stream would be something nice and chill. Like Alec is like it's almost like he's not playing a character, but it's almost like he is. It's just his personality. But I grew up watching fishing shows like Al Linder and Minnesota Bound and stuff. That's kind of what I like to emulate. Oh, well, I think it's time to head in. I'm not using these chartreuse colored lures ever again. Least successful. Alec's pretty chill, his chat's crazy. I know, man, it's a trade-off. It sucks. I don't like... Honestly, if I had that kind of chat, I would like, probably... I get that he's now a full-time streamer, right? So he can't do anything about it. Those are like his people now. It's not like you can just, you know, tell him to fuck off. But he's told me multiple times he misses being able to talk to chat. Like he said many times his favorite time streaming was basically when his stream was like this, like 50 people, 100 people. Like 50 to 100 is perfect. Or even like 20 is fine. But hey, thanks for following. No, not really. I haven't gotten bit once yet. If they were out, they'd be out now. This is the time. Yeah. I started watching Alec back in June of 2017. He had like, I think he had 15 or 20 people pretty consistently. But what's your favorite food? Probably steak. A rare top sirloin or something. Yeah. I mean, the chat depresses Alec, but he's having fun hanging out with the people he's streaming with. Like D-Kane and, what's the other guy, Trainwrecks. I thought it was funny, Trainwrecks followed me on Twitter. Alec must have, like, told him about us. Medium rare tri-tip. Oof. Like, I had a taste of it the other day. I got hosted by Anything for Views, and he has kind of that really, I don't want to say toxic, but that's the only word that comes to mind, type of chat. It's just like, it was, like, the chat was moving so fast I couldn't even see it, and I don't know, that kind of situation is only for certain people, I guess. It's not that I mind I don't mind trolling, like I do it myself sometimes. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like meme chat, yeah. It's like chat becomes a giant entity, they all do the same thing. Oh, this new dock smells so good. Fresh wood. Smells like a lumber yard. Kekona spam. Alex chat is better than Trainwreck's chat though. Trainwreck's chat is terrible. Oh yeah, they're definitely not leaving this here, I don't think. It's in kind of a weird spot. But, oh god. Sitting for 3 hours straight. I'll take you guys out on this dock, let me show you this. Oh. Pretty cool. Oh. Oofta. Look at this. built this new dock. I'm not sure if they're going to keep it here. I think they're going to move it down, way down that way, but it's pretty cool. Saw some people fishing out here. Oh, it feels good to walk around, man. Yeah, look at this sunset. Pretty nice. Yeah, look at this huge dock. It's just a massive dock. Big and long, hardwood. Yeah, it's not, yeah, they're not leaving it here. That'd be kind of a shitty thing to do. Yeah. Beautiful time to be on the lake. Can drink a lot of beer on a dock like that. Yeah, it's probably gonna be mostly for kids. Ooh, look at the bass. Oh no, come back. See him? It's like right there. Oh, god damn it. Damn. Yeah, it's a floating dock. Yeah, they'll pull it with a boat. See, it's on like floaters. But thanks for hanging out, guys. It was fun. I'll be out, what is today, Wednesday? Either tomorrow after work or, well, weather depending. I think it's supposed to rain. You wouldn't think it looking at this, but it's supposed to rain, I think, tomorrow. I have an external battery pack. My battery's full at the moment. But yeah, it's fun hanging out with you guys. See, like, I've got my Twitch IRL on my kayak, so sometimes people will find it. They'll see me on the lake. Yeah, and, oh yeah, definitely unlimited data. Yeah, thanks for watching, Zip. Yeah, this month I've used probably 90 gigs so far. Go host the Mickey's guy? Alright. Sounds good. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, there's a lot more of this to come this summer. You can count on that. I'm gonna host Mickey's TV. Go say hi. Tell him Granty gay. Host Mickey's TV. My autocorrect goes right there. Alright, guys. Keep it real. Have a good night.